Okay, hey guys. Sorry for the horrible lighting here. Oh my god, a bunch of sun coming in. So, couple of things. Sorry about not doing my live stream. I meant to do a live stream the first half, but you know how it is. I get caught up in stuff and I couldn't. Luna had to eat at right that time when I was going to live stream. And then I have another kind of side project going on that I can't really talk about here on my channel. But those of you that met me in Seattle and we kind of talked and you got to know me, you know what's going on. So I had something going on during the second half of this game where I didn't get to watch it. And I left in the first half, just before halftime, when the score was Eagles 0 and the Bengals 19. And if you guys saw me on Twitter, I tweeted, I was just like, hey Browns fans, do you have any paper bags this Eagles fan here can borrow? Because this is embarrassing. And the Bengals had only 3 wins. I didn't even realize their record was that bad. And it's just... like, I get it, and it's funny because I'm Miss Positivity here, and I get it. I didn't have high expectations going into this season. I know, Carson Wentz, he needs to get his feet wet within the NFL, and it's a growing process, and all of that. And I'm still there. I understand that, but it still hurts. It still sucks to watch a team. Like, I'm going to go home and finish watching this horrible game because I like to torture myself, and that's what Eagles fans do. We torture ourselves watching these games. But I'm not mad. It's just embarrassing. And what makes it worse, like normally when the Eagles have sucked, the rest of the NFC East has sucked, right? But in this case, everybody else in the NFC East is like doing well, and that's what makes this worse. For us to be just kind of the chumps of the league or of our division, it just, it twists that little knife that's already in our side. So, we just got to ride this wave, guys. I know you're frustrated. I'm frustrated. But again, there's always a silver lining to everything. So with this, again, I didn't see the second half, but you have to remember, we didn't have Jordan Matthews. We didn't have, who else was out? I think Ryan Matthews was out. So we're missing some key players. And last week, Wentz didn't have anybody to throw to. Aguilar was out, trying to recover from his mental funk. And then Jordan Matthews got injured during that game. So, who's Wentz going to throw to when we already had a struggling wide receiver core as it was? Like, our top guy, our 1 and 2 guys were already struggling. And then to have them out and we have to, use our less, more of our scrub lineup, it's just like, what do we expect? So we need a healthy team and we need a more confident team. When I was watching this first half, it looked like the team had already given up. The Bengals, when they had that first touchdown into the end zone, I forgot who it was, but one of the defenders, one of the guys in our secondary, just kind of like stood up and he was just like, well, he's just walking into the end zone and letting the guy score a touchdown. So to me, I think they're just mentally not ready to win. And it's going to take some time for this team to really gel. And I hope it improves because it just sucks to see the rest of the division really having their act together, especially Dallas. I know I keep bringing them up because, I hate them so much and I hate seeing them, having their rookie quarterback have so much success right out the gate and not having to have these growing pains. We're having growing pains right now and they're just like riding high throughout life, and it sucks as an Eagles fan. So, it's just one of those things. But again, this is, like I said last week, stick a fork in us, we're done. Like, at this point, we're just playing for experience. because Wentz, I think it'll be better to have him not have as much pressure. Hopefully that'll help these guys just kind of be more fluid and try and work out some of these kinks, some of these mental just issues that they're dealing with, and we'll just go from there. So sucks after having such a glimpse of an awesome potential of a season to have it end up like this. But story of an Eagles fan's life. But it will get better. Okay. One thing I do have faith in is that Wentz is legit. I think he just needs some time. Most importantly, which is the case for all of the quarterbacks that we've had, is we need some wide receivers. So we just can't, we need a legit wide receiver. I think that will change everything. And, well, our O-line too, but that's a whole other thing. But like if our quarterback has somebody decent that can catch balls that are thrown directly to their hands, I think we're a whole different team. So yeah, I'm embarrassed to have to go through this, but I'm hopeful that things are going to get better. This is year one for our boy Wentz, and it's going to get better. It better get better. So that's it for today. Sorry, I couldn't do the live stream again, but next week I'll be back on schedule. I will be live streaming and doing my post-game reaction, and it'll probably be more of just the same stuff because our Eagles seem to be just doing the same thing every week and not being so, yeah. So anyways, it's your girl Delia with PhiladelphiaEagles.com signing off. EAGLES Eagles, still bleeding green, baby, all day, every day, win or lose.